Hey, hey, happy day. Socialists, liberals, kind of saying the same thing. They're on a crash collision course with reality. They don't get it. Dumb as hammers, sharp as marbles. There's so many things you can say about a true liberal. In the old days, liberals weren't as dumb, but now I've just learned dumb really is forever. I'm going on and on, but I got to tell you, they just don't get it. They don't get it. Reality will come because you eventually run out of spending other people's money, or money when you are spending other people's money. You get it. I mean, Margaret Thatcher said that, and so many others have as well. Ronald Reagan once said, the most scary words that have ever been said is, I'm the government and I'm here to help. Because it just doesn't work out very good just sharing all that with you. Canada, that's where I'm going with this, because Canada, oh boy, talk about bad government, bad leadership. You don't have any leadership there. The CN Rail, all the trains, virtually all the trains at least, have been shut down for almost 2 weeks now at a cost to the Canadian public at $500 million a day. Every day. I mean, the Prime Minister of Canada, he's confused. I mean, unless it's a bathroom or a parade, he doesn't know what to do. And now you have Indians doing blockades, and these guys are mad. And they maybe will shoot somebody. I don't know that. Nobody knows. But if they do, you got to shoot back. You have a rule of law. And you also have 30-some-odd million people versus a few dozen people that are trying to stop trains. And they're doing it successfully. So you need leadership. When you lead, some people don't like it. They don't like what you do, but you kind of got to get over it. You have laws. When you have a law, maybe you should get it enforced. He says, the Prime Minister of Canada, Canada does not tell police what to do. You certainly shouldn't have to, because there's a law in place. The law says you can't do that. You're trespassing as government property. You move them off. That's what the law says. And instead, he's saying, we won't tell them what to do, and they're just going to stand there, I guess. Maybe they should all be fired, because they do have a job, the policemen, and they're not doing their job. The government, you know what? Same government, same country, Canada, the same mess. They're now bringing in a new law about assisted suicide. And they're saying that if you're in the medical business, the profession, a nurse, a doctor, you must help someone die. Dying now is a right. Okay, what about the people that don't agree with that? And many, many don't. If they don't do it, they go to jail. They get a fine. They probably will go to jail. Dying is a right. You have no more rights. You have to do what the government says, right? Right. That is so wrong. The opposite of right. Dying is a right. What about living? Living's a right. I want to defend my life. Somebody breaks into my home. I want to shoot him. Boomity boom, boom, boom. I want to defend my life. I can't. But dying's a right. But legally, blah, blah, blah. The right of self-protection, it's not a right in Canada. These guys are pretty mixed up, like a dog's breakfast. The number of gun crimes committed in the United Kingdom has increased by 27% over the course of the last couple of years. 27%, kind of a big number, huh? You know what? There's over 10,000 crimes that have been committed in the last couple of years with firearms. And this is more than when they used to have guns readily available. And now there's so much gun control, people control, in Great Britain that good guys can't get a gun anymore. And the bad guys, they still manage to do that. On a happier note, let's get happy. I want to be happy. I was at Disneyland the other day. It's the happiest place in the world, right? It's so neat to see. No matter how old you are, everybody is acting like a kid. There's nobody talking politics or anything else. They're having fun, shoulder to shoulder. People, it was President's Day. And I got to tell you, they should thank the president for what's going on, because everybody had lots of money to spend. And they were spending. I mean, even I was spending. I stood in line for 1 hour to get a hot dog. How bad is that? But I was having a good time. I thought I might as well add to my experience until the bill came. And I gave her a $20 bill. I had a bottle of water and a hot dog. She said, you need more money? I said, you're kidding me. Milkshakes, 15 bucks. Good thing I didn't have one of those. Bottle of water, $9. A hot dog, $13. Good thing the Trump's around, because we got a good, strong economy, because it ain't cheap to go to Disneyland, and there's lots more costs with that. When I left Disneyland, I went up the US 101. It's kind of interesting, you know, freeway, busy, driving fast, 60, maybe 65 miles an hour. Faster, actually. But there's homeless people everywhere. Hundreds and hundreds of tents. I was very surprised. I'm looking out there as I'm driving. Everyone else is doing the same thing. And the homeless population in California, it's a problem. I mean, somebody's got to fix that. And the government in California has already proven that they can't fix it. Okay, now we got a flat tax thing going on, and in Canada. Rick Peterson, he's running for the leadership. He says, I want a flat tax of 15%. I agree with that. I think that's kind of a neat way to do it. But I also think that you should start with saying we're having a flat tax is now 72%, because that's what it is in Canada when you factor in all the hidden taxes. Boy, that's a body punch, isn't it, instead of a sissy kiss, because people would say, wow. Then they know what they're dealing with. Right now, you have a whole bunch of dying by cuts, right? Now you're going to get stabbed because these little cuts every day. The government brings out a new tax. This would be good. I hope he does it. That would be great. Lastly today, doesn't matter if you're a Christian, an atheist, a Jew, a Muslim, I don't care. It doesn't make any difference. But the Christian Heritage Party of Canada, they got some neat stuff going on. I've always said that, you can be an atheist and if you live by the 10 Commandments, you'd have a good life, right? And these guys, they have common sense. No, they don't. Good sense ain't common. They have good sense. So I encourage you to go to their website and have a look. And your takeaway is good things to do for your country, assuming that you live in Canada. About half of our viewers do. And I don't know, just something you can call your member of parliament and say, why don't you do stuff like this? It's not all Christian stuff. It's about running a country. Hey, see ya.